What's up, everybody? We had a lot of people asking us questions about what's going on with our new build, so we figured we'd take some time and kind of tell everybody what's going on. First of all, we were invited to be a builder for Born Free Texas for this year, for this October 2024. And we're super excited about it. We haven't done a build of this caliber since we did our Panhead Francine for People's Champ in 2019. So we've done a bunch of different bikes, loved them all, but none were quite as crazy as that. So this is a great opportunity to kind of cut loose and do some different ideas. So this is our bike. It's a 66 generator shovel, and we wanted to kind of do some stuff that was a little bit different than what we normally do, like a classic bobber, standard frame dimensions, stock frame dimensions. We've done quite a few of those, which we love, but we wanted an opportunity to kind of more or less build the majority of a frame. I had the idea for a while of doing a narrowed springer, like a four over springer, and possibly a D-rake. So what happened was we originally accepted the invitation with our build for the Death Machine. But in deciding that that was kind of too modern of a bike with the Evo drivetrain, we got into purchasing a part stash, which was basically two bikes, a 66 generator shovel and a 51 panhead and a hole. It's like enough to do two bikes. So we took the idea of using the 66 panhead and almost doing, it's not really a tough guy bike, but it's a D-rake, 3 up, 2 back. And this bike was influenced with it being the single down tube by a lot of the Japanese style bikes. I like a lot of stuff like that. It's almost a little bit like the Black Tibetan on steroids, Jason Jesse's iconic panhead, but it's also shortened. The wheelbase is shortened and it gives it a little bit of a Triumph feel. So the front wheel is a Triumph hub, I think it's a Cub mini drum. So that's kind of cool to kind of go with a little bit of that stuff there. So we'll give you guys a walkthrough on what we got going on with it. I really like, I like the look of the stock components. That's why we on this one, we haven't done this very much at all. We used a Sportster gas tank. We usually use like a Wassel tank or something like that, But my idea with the bike is to make the frame so D-raked extreme that's kind of what would showcase the bike. Kind of put the same components that you would normally see on a stock frame bike, the same style fender, same style oil tank, Sportster gas tank, but when you look at it, I wanted it to be where you look at a stock bike set up like that, and this one's drastically different, and the frame does the talking with it, you know what I mean? So one of the awesome things I think about Born Free is that how it kind of indirectly forces you to do stuff that's like out of your wheelhouse. For me personally, I'm always sitting on kind of some crazier ideas that sometimes it just doesn't work using it for a customer's build. And this, it's just kind of, it's on. You're forced to push yourself. I like that a lot about it. So like on this particular bike, this is the one that we've done the most extensive frame building. We pretty much built the whole thing from the cradle up. That was a shovel head cradle, and then for a while there, I wasn't sanding. All the welds were being left exposed, so we're weld blending all of the metal work on this bike, which is something that we really haven't taken the time to do before, and there's a little bit of a learning curve. So like the stainless exhaust is all smoothed out, completely polished, all stainless filled. There'll be a certain degree of doing some silver soldering on this bike. We're going to make the hard lines that our buddies at Prism supply. They sell a kit to kind of make that easier, where you kind of do a 36 knuckle oil tank, oil line style, but we're going to build our custom lines routed differently so you can tell it's custom. So there's some things like that that are pretty slick. When you're building a frame, when you're building a frame, you have the opportunity to have a lot of access to all the different components. So we did like the invisible mount system for the gas tank from holes underneath the down tube and the backbone. So that's a little something different that we added, a little extra to. So that being said, we're going to keep this video short and sweet, and we're probably going to film a couple more where we touch on some of the details of what we talked about doing. hope everybody digs the style and the stance of the bike, and we'll keep you guys posted as we move along. Thanks for checking it out.